Hi, I'm Pastor Kevin, and today we want to take you on a little tour of the construction that's been happening to give you an idea of just how this whole thing is being laid out so that when you come in, you'll know where you're going. We'll start out here at the entrance where you'll be able to be dropped off actually underneath this wonderful overhang to stay out of the weather. We're coming in from the east side near the parking lots, as our main entrance has changed now from the west side to the east side. So why don't you come on in and we'll take a look at what we're doing. Once you come into this main entrance here, you'll see kind of a large view up to the second floor as well. When you look off to your left, you'll see, if you can imagine through the scaffolding of the masons here, a reception area with kind of a glass greeting area from, you'll see Luann, or our receptionist there, and then down a hallway will be the pastor's offices, as well as the parish nurse and the youth directors and the secretary and our bookkeeper will have their offices down that hallway as well. If you go straight ahead, you'll come into what was our old entrance. In through here, you'll see where the old Sunday school desk was is now wide open. Our hallway is going to be almost 10 feet wider than it was, so people can flow very easily. And then at the end of next year, that far wall will be taken out with the other offices and will open up into a great big reception area for people to be welcome, to have coffee and to visit with each other and have room to mingle and greet one another. Down the hallway here, like it always has been, will be our Sunday school or education wing. Sugar Plum Preschool will be located down there, as well as the new choir room. The library lounge will be the same as it's been, still there for everybody to stop and pick up a book, or to meet for a class, or just to lounge and visit. This is also going to be kind of the main areas for bathrooms, with the men's restroom and the ladies' restroom where they were. The ladies' restroom door has just moved around the hall. But we're also going to have two handicap accessible restrooms right here at the entryway that will also serve as family restrooms for young families who need to be able to change their children or bring their kids in. So that's we're excited about being able to offer that to more people too. In this way, as it always has been the entrance into the kitchen. See, there's a lot of work going on here in the kitchen. The big change here in the kitchen, two things. One, our hood and ventilation system that will greatly increase the amount of air that's coming through here and make it a nice environment to work in and safe. And then the other is this addition of a little hallway that is going through the former choir room that will have storage cabinets as well as freezers and refrigerators for the kitchen. This is going to give us a lot more room to work, to store things, and be flexible so that when we're doing things like making lefse or preparing dinners for Winston at Alive or funerals, that we're going to have the room and the capability to do those things with comfort and ease. So let's go back and we're going to head to the elevators. Right here at near the entrance is where the elevators are going to be. The new elevator, it's scheduled to be brought in here in the next few weeks. We'll be able to see it, and hopefully it'll be ready for the fall, but shortly thereafter. So we're going to just have to pretend that we're getting inside and going up to the second level. All right, now we're on the second floor. Thanks for coming along. And as you come here, you can notice that as you come out, we're going to have a railing here, wall, so that you can look down at everybody who's coming in and going out. It makes it a nice open feeling for everybody who's here. If you follow me this way, we'll head right towards the sanctuary. But as we go, you'll notice down here on the right, will be the second floor of the education wing. That also will include the boys and the girls bathrooms from the education wing, but we've added another handicap accessible family bathroom right next to it on this floor as well. So that will be a quick and easy way to get from the sanctuary to an accessible bathroom. Then here, this room is actually right now planned on being our nursery. So young families could come in and drop off their kids here right on their way into the sanctuary. They'll be close by at hand if there's a need to step out of worship or to bring their kids in here. We'll have a sink up here as well for good hygiene, but it's going to be nice and close both to Sunday school as well as the sanctuary. We're going to have to walk around some of the flooring, but this will be a little more open, and there'll be a little hallway that comes in this way. And actually tomorrow, by the time you're actually seeing this video, this door will be cut. There was a stained glass window here into the transept of the sanctuary. That's going to be cut into a doorway, and we'll take you into the sanctuary to let you know where we're coming out and how you'll get into the sanctuary this way. Well, this is actually the new entrance into the sanctuary. We come in what we call the transept area. The second floor is about 13 or 15 inches higher than this level, so there'll be a platform and then a nice easy ramp with a guardian wall here that will walk down this way. It'll be a fantastic entrance into the sanctuary. It does bring you in front, but it does keep you close to the Sunday school wing and the nursery, and even closer to the elevator. We're still going to have our old elevator on the west end. So if you come in from the west side, or if you want to enter from the back of the sanctuary, you're going to be able to do that as well. Here in the sanctuary, I think what you'll see is that things look, well, pretty much the same. We didn't want to make big changes here because it is such a beautiful sanctuary and it does mean so much to everybody. Here at the front, we're going to be adding in a screen. However, it will be a screen that can be put away and hidden out of sight when it's not being in use. The upper part of our altar, as well as the stained glass, will remain unchanged. The screen, we've come up with a good plan, will actually sit kind of on top of the altar in a hidden box that looks just like the altar, and it will be able to rise up out of the altar from a push of the button at the back whenever it is that we need it. The projector will be off to the side. It will not hang in the center to obstruct any views of our window or of the altar. We're really excited about that change, and that will be coming in the next 6 to 8 weeks. Back here in the sanctuary, just a couple of little changes. One is that you can spot a couple of different cameras, one on our pillar and one above our exit sign. Those cameras are for recording worship services, but they're also so that we can do live streaming, so that people can watch our services as they happen on their computers. So families who are away for vacations or visiting families or are on sports-related weekends, they can still tune in to our website to see and be a part of our worship. Come on back and I'll show you the tech booth that's going to make that all possible. Here's the new tech booth that got put in last fall. As you can see, it is built to look exactly like it's been a part of the sanctuary for centuries. The carpenter actually used pieces and ends of pews that were taken out and were salvaged from previous renovations here to actually build it. So these are parts of the old church that have been reused. On the back and on the inside, you can see some of the technology that we've had to add, both to improve our sound system as well as to video stream and record our services, funerals, weddings, and all of the other events that we hold here in the sanctuary. Well, why don't we go and join me on the third floor and I'll show you around up there. Here we are on the third floor of our new addition. And as you come off the elevator right away, what you're going to see is a large room. And for the time being, this room will be unfinished as we didn't have the money to quite get it done yet. But we'll look forward to doing that very soon. But what we're picturing is a big multi-function room here that will have some beautiful windows and light coming in. We think it's actually going to be one of the nicest rooms, and that all kinds of people are going to want to use it for meetings and classes and groups. So we're very excited that this is going to be here. If you come this way, we're going to have a ramp up into what is now a storage room on the third level. Currently that's storing our Christmas decorations and bazaar items and different seasonal things for us. So that's a lot of those things are going to get moved down to a storage room on the first level. But we're not quite sure what this room is going to be used for yet. It may be a healing touch room. We're still kind of working some of those details out. We've got another nice storage closet here that will be used for some of the programs up on this level. And then this particular room will be set up again with a sink and kind of a hard floor, potentially as an art room or a room where we can do arts and crafts in order to have an easily cleanable room. It will also look out over the courtyard. I think another room that's going to be a beautiful addition to the rooms that we have to offer here at Trinity. And then of course, access to our third floor of the Sunday school wing. So now all of our Sunday school classrooms are going to be accessible to people with disabilities, whether they're in wheelchairs or walkers or any at all. So they become very functional and very usable, not just on the weekend, but throughout the week. Well, thank you for joining us for this tour. We hope you enjoy it and hope you get a chance to come back when it's all finished and see what it's all about.